What's going on, boys? RedFlamingo here. In today's video, we're going to be talking about something that might not be so apparent to a lot of you guys. And in saying that, you know, they call this game Boom Beach. I think they should have called it, Chance Beach, because this game's based all around chances and getting lucky, per se. If you believe in luck or you don't believe in luck, but over time, chance and luck does correct itself. Uh, but for the most part, most of the things in this game are based around probabilities and things that you can't control, things that are out of your control. And that's a big reason why I think this game is so it's built in such a way that it's so addicting and its systems are so much more advanced than any other game that I can think of, including Clash of Clans. Just another reason why this game I think will be bigger than Clash of Clans one day. And this is coming from a guy who played Clash of Clans when it came out, and I saw the potential of Clash of Clans, and I knew it would be a top game eventually. This is me saying Boom Beach is going to be even bigger one day. Um, there's so much that goes into chance in this game, and they're smart in the way that they do it. They're smart because what they do is, as you start playing the game, you're awarded things very quickly. So we'll get into that a little bit later, but I just want to talk about right now what things are awarded through luck. So most of all, this right here, the probability of you getting an enemy to spawn on your map. Now my map is clear, so I have a 32% chance, if you add them both up, that I'll have an enemy spawn on my base. Now there's some days where I could be super lucky and have 40 bases spawn on my map. I've had that before. But there's also days where I could be unlucky, let's say, and I'll have maybe 20. Even though the percentages are for the most part the same through, in comparing both days. So you might say, over time it will correct itself and whatever, but and it might, but there's also that factor where I might get, better spawns than someone else throughout my time playing. Now that's the most important thing, and that's something probably that people realize very often. Uh, you know, but there are rewards in this game, and most of your rewards in this game are based on luck as well. And that's what I think really captures the player. Have you ever played the lottery? You win, you buy those $2 scratch lotteries or yeah, is that what they're called? Yeah, scratch lotteries. And you can win what, 10,000 bucks or 5,000 bucks or a couple $100, whatever. But what they do is they give you that hope. Even the big lotteries, even the multi-million dollar lotteries, they give you that hope that, you'll get something and you'll win. What Boom Beach does is they do that a lot more frequently, and they give you that feeling of being a winner a lot more frequently, um, obviously, than you would get with the lotto, but just the same kind of psychological addiction that you get from gambling or from playing the lotto. Now the second thing and the second most important, I think, chance that captures the player is going to be rewards from bases that you take out. Now these aren't going to be like the loot that you see that you can get beforehand. You know how much loot you're going to get when you take out a base. But they will be the rewards such as power stones, as we see I got there. That's different for every base that I take out. So if I do get 2 crystals from taking out one base, let's say, that's all luck, and that's what makes me, excited to win, and because I won. So let's just keep going through some more power stones. Oh, I got an intel. That's some luck as well. Uh, it'll help me with my task force. You know, some more intel, some more power stones. You know, it just gives you that feeling of constantly being rewarded for playing. And ooh, a crystal. You know, it makes the player feel like a winner, even though they're maybe not in comparison to everybody else. Maybe somewhat, you know, the majority of players are doing a lot better on Power Stones and Intel than them. But even though they got that little uh, sniff of winning, they feel like their time is being spent in an efficient way on the game. Another thing that you could win is prototype parts, you know. Those are all random as well. Now, obviously, there's chances that go into winning these things, and you can control that kind of you can control the prizes based on the chances, such as power stones. You know, I have crazy amount of power stone chance, so I'm trying to control the rewards that I can get from but that are based on luck. Now, obviously, I can't control how much intel I'll get, but I know I'll be getting 25%. I'll have a 25% chance to get an intel from a non-player base, as well as a 50% chance of getting intel from a player base when I could successfully destroy it. Um, that's not the only thing that is based around luck in this game. I did say off the bat, you know, majority of things in this game is based on luck and is what separates players from each other. I say the third most important thing is going to be statues. So getting an amazing roll. Let's say I go and I build an ice guardian, which I'm building right now. Someone might get an amazing, perfect roll. I'll get a bad roll. Obviously, you can't control what roll you'll get. You can only control how many rolls you do by boosting your Power Stone chance, right? This isn't a video on Power Stone chance. This is just showing you how they award people, everybody differently, and try and capture the player through wanting to always get better and get better through getting luckier. Now, they are smart because early on in the game, and I touched on this earlier, but early on in the game, they allow you to upgrade your stuff very frequently. Right now, I'm not upgrading many things at all, as most of my stuff is perfect. You know, my statues are pretty perfect, so it's very rare that I'll get an upgrade. But I am an end game kind of player, so I don't expect, you know, I've been playing the game so long that I don't expect to get rewarded frequently. But players who are new, and to capture these new kind of players, they control the frequency at which they are able to upgrade their stuff, in a manner that will kind of get them hooked on wanting to always get better. Now you know, when you start off the game, you don't have any statues, so it's very common that you'll be able to, you know, put down a better statue for the, you know, when you do make another statue. You know, it's very common to get lucky, let's say. But just another thing that, you know, psychologically you might not know is going on, but you know, they are slowly getting you more addicted. Uh, let's say. Another thing, you know, that that relies on luck is operation layouts. You know, I just started this operation. This is powder keg. Let's say someone else opens a powder keg, but theirs is much easier because of the layouts of the operations. You know, they could a lot of success, task force success is based on, you know, getting layouts that you can work well with, or maybe easier layouts that you don't have to be skilled with in the game to succeed in. So just to throw in there, it's not a big factor, but it does, come into play when we are talking about chance in this game. So the layouts are always different in the operation. So, one day you might have, you might breeze through powder keg. The next day you might, have absolutely no chance at completing it, just based on the randomization of the layout that you're given once you open up the operation. Another thing that's based on chance is, what you're offered in dives, and the dive location spawn rate. Uh, Here I'm offered, 2 crystals, but I haven't been offered crystals in what feels like very, very long time. Just to say, I am a very advanced player, so it doesn't feel like I'm usually getting. Not, I don't think it has to do with my level actually. It's just based on my luck. I haven't been offered guaranteed crystals. Let's say like another player would have been. Maybe my buddy here in my clan Megatron. Maybe he was offered, back to back to back crystal dives, which is the power stone here that I'm going to be getting. Just to say, another thing that does help a little bit in your boom beaching progression, and is based on chance. Another thing is boat rewards. So I didn't know what was in this. I just, our operation just ended. I didn't know it was going to come. Maybe I needed iron to help me with upgrading something. And what if I didn't get it? What if it wasn't offered to me here? I wouldn't be able to do my next upgrade because I wouldn't have enough iron. So I am kind of lucky that by chance, it was given to me instead of, let's say, wood, for example. Just to keep in mind, there is a lot that goes on that maybe we don't pay attention to, and it's something that it only improves the game, in my opinion, because it gets you more interested, and everybody wants to feel like a winner, and if they can achieve that and make everybody feel like a winner, then their game will definitely be successful. And just another reason why Boom Beach is much better designed much better than Clash of Clans is. I know I compare the two quite often, but with fairness, Clash of Clans it does deserve, the respect it gets. But Boom Beach will beat it one day. If you liked, I'd appreciate if you would subscribe. I am streaming on Twitch every day at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so check that out if you want more content from me. It's a lot more interactive, so if you have questions or you want a base review or something, just stop by. Be willing to do that for sure. Until next time, until tomorrow's video, have a nice day. We'll see you. Bye.